Welcome to the Are You Ready podcast.
I just gotta go. It's the sound of the police.
With this guy
William Thompson
and this guy.
David Elliott.
No, that's my real name.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
personal. I don't want people knowing that. My stage name's Dave Elliott.
Big D Elliott.
William Thompson and
D Elliott.
that sound like paramilitary. Dave Elliott. That's my stage name. Okay.
Right, okay.
William Thompson and
Dave the Rave Elliott.
that's going to have to do. Welcome to the podcast, wrestling fans and fans of funny. That's the worst intro ever.
Fans
Oh,
of
man.
funny?
Fans of funny. Yeah, it's welcome to the podcast, guys. It wouldn't be an Are You Ready podcast, would it, without our new sponsors, guys.
Beer 52.
52.
So if you're looking at a free case of 8 beers, craft beers, from over 40 different countries on 5 continents,
Which
maybe
is-
including Antarctica. I
That
don't
shows
know.
what we're like as guys. You know, we just want to include everybody in the world on this podcast. We're open to everybody, all races, all religions, and all beers.
All get lit. And we'll help you if you go on the beer52.com/ready.
Ready. And the link to the beers is in the description of the video or the podcast, wherever you're
So you
getting
get a free
the
case of beer.
podcast.
You do have to cover the postage and packaging, which is $5.95. What?
Just postage.
Oh,
just
postage.
Nipples.
Nipples?
You get nibbles.
You get free nipples.
with the pack as well. And this, what I've got here is a nice Sriracha olive cracker. I mean, I'm going to judge this and say it's Italy. And we'll give it a try. Would you like to try with cracker?
Okay.
We love crackers in this podcast. Because like I said, we love all races and religions.
No, that's very
So
nice.
good. What do you have there, William?
Sour cream and chive, crunchy peas.
Crunchy peas? I mean, I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll try it. It's got an interesting strap at the back to open it, so this could just spill everywhere.
And if you want to refill it, you just throw the strap on.
Do you have a strap on it?
Not yet.
If you want to send a strap on to William, we'll put their.
I would
email
appreciate
address.
that. I would. They're dear.
They're dear.
Yeah.
You can just make your own, mate.
What do you mean make your own?
Go to the shop.
I don't need to make my own off a dick.
Go to the. But do you keep that dick on your body though, don't you?
No, I left it.
What I
there.
will say, these peas are hard to open. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, and they're all over the table. Do I try some peas?
No,
Try some peas,
I
mate.
don't like peas.
Oh, they're really hard, but they're right.
I'm allergic.
To peas?
Yeah. No, I'm allergic to peas.
No.
They don't.
So like,
Make
what's that
me-
mean?
They make me sick. I throw up if I have peas.
These aren't peas, so mate. They're wee treats.
They're literally sweet, crunchy peas.
See if it makes you sick. Go on.
I'm not actually
Do
allergic
ya?
to peas. I just didn't want one.
Have a pea, mate. What do you think of those? Delicious, aren't they?
Beer52.com/ready.
Oh.
They're delicious.
But you know what? I will say Beer 52. Do better with your packaging.
No, they are. They're very, very nice.
Don't have your peas open in the middle of the packet. Have them open at the top. For fuck's sake, Beer 52, sort it out. But they are very delicious. Do you actually not like peas right enough? Is that what's happening here?
No, it's lovely.
I hope people like... What's that thing called when you do stuff down the microphone? BDSM?
What? What do you think BDSM is?
When people are like, I'm eating.
ASMR.
Alright, there you go.
BDSM is like fucking whips and chains,
Well, I mean, this is
leather
right
and
place.
shit.
Leather shit.
BDSM is what I do. I don't do ASMR.
And that's why you need the strap on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got a problem here, guys. I don't want to eat any more on the podcast because it's disgusting gross. But I have a handful of peas here, so I'm going to have to eat them. So you're going to just talk for a minute whilst I eat these peas, okay?
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Are You Ready podcast, the only wrestling podcast where we seem to discuss everything bar fucking wrestling. What are you doing?
I got peas in my beard.
You're like Baloo the Bear. That's ridiculous. Stop doing. Come. So, like we said, we always talk about wrestling. It's a wrestling podcast, David.
Yes.
Do you know what we're talking about today?
I think we're going to talk a little bit about catchphrases, William.
We are. Everyone's favorite 90s game show.
What a show. If you say what you see. If you see it, say it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roy Walker, #1
Did
legend.
Dale Winton not host it?
He's gay.
I'm dead.
That's what I meant. Fuck's sake. Well, it's both those.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dale Winton.
Yeah. But fuck me. But yeah, catchphrases are an integral part of wrestling. Most big wrestlers have a
And why is
catchphrase.
that, William?
Because you can put it on shirts, man. You know
What
what I
does
mean?
that mean?
What are you having a breakdown right now? Or are you just trying to get me to talk while
The Beer 52's peas are so delicious, you just can't really chew them. So I'm trying to get rid of them really quick.
All right, okay.
Have another beer, Dave.
Pardon?
Have another beer.
Good idea.
You can smell those peas all the way.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Buena Vista, Salt and Lime Lager.
You've never looked more like a darts player in your fucking life.
Rehydrates the peas. That's all you need. Yum yum. Very tasty.
You literally look like you're about to throw a fucking 180.
Probably about a 20. I'll do a 21. Boom. Boom. But yeah, I'm going to say,
Catchphrase is important for merch and wrestling.
and is that the real reason, just merch?
I assume so. It's also, it gets the crowd on your side. There's some wrestlers who were terrible wrestlers, but they had great catchphrases.
For example, what are some of the most recognizable catchphrases?
If you
in
smell.
wrestling? Smell what?
What the Rock's cooking.
Casserole. I still got these peas. This is such a bad idea. And what?
So,
Cold's
time to
the
play the
bottom line.
game. Rest in peace. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes!
What was the Warriors?
Speak to me, Warriors! And then he'd refuse to see Make-A-Wish kids.
I mean, would you?
I
see those guys?
don't like Ultimate Warrior for that reason.
Why?
When like Make-A-Wish kids would come to his dressing room, like meet them and
Yeah.
stuff, like he wasn't requesting them. He would just leave them outside.
Yeah.
There's a story in Bret Hart's autobiography that literally every wrestler in the building went to meet this kid because like the kid was outside the Warriors dressing room, fully dressed as the Warrior, and the Warrior's like, I'm not coming out, tell him to fuck off.
Fair play.
And no, not fair play, you're a bad person. And then every wrestler was outside being like everyone met him, like fucking The Undertaker spent hours with him. He never met him.
But did anyone find out why he didn't meet him?
Yeah,
there might
because
have
he's
been a reason.
Yeah, he's a prick.
I've
There's
got more peas.
so many
More
stories
peas.
of him doing that.
But you know what? I think respect to him because sometimes wrestlers put on a fake face and go meet the fans and get on like they're fucking really sound.
Oh no. Yeah, he's a real fucking warrior from outer space, isn't he? Keeps it real. Look at him, ridiculous looking fucker.
You know what?
I hate the Ultimate
I
Warrior.
love the Ultimate Warrior.
Really?
Yeah.
He was shit.
He was one of my favorites.
He
ever.
was awful.
But look at him. He looked great.
Oh, that's about it.
Very jacked.
That's
nice
it.
Colours.
Right, at least Hogan, for all of his faults, was great to fans. For
Yeah.
all of his faults.
What are his
Not the
faults?
black ones, but like to all the other ones, he was. Are you all right?
What I'm not going to do going forward is eat on the podcast.
Absolutely not, because it's been 5 minutes of you trying to eat peas.
If my mum could see this, the amount she's tried to make me eat peas and vegetables as a kid, this is why I don't do it.
Fuck me, are you okay?
I may be choking.
You're gonna have to go meet the Ultimate Warrior soon if you keep
He only died once.
Hulk Hogan, what you gonna do, brother?
Yeah, it was great.
Vince McMahon, no chance.
You're fired.
Shawn Michaels had one.
I am sexy.
Yes, Ozzy would famously come out and go, "Hi everybody, I am sexy."
Is he not the sexy boy?
No, this would be "Are you ready?" or 2 words for you. Other than that, he didn't really have many. Mate, are you fucking okay?
How is this for podcast content producers over there? This is a
Dude.
guy dying.
Ideal.
Listen, people, as I said, people like the BDSM, so they'll enjoy this.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I think I'm settled now. I
think?
actually feel like it's lodged in my heart or my lungs.
That was like a heavy metal lyric. You are lodged in my heart. Sour chive peas.
I know, but you know what? They were tasty, and the annoying thing is, I want more.
If you eat more on camera, I will punch you. It won't do much, but I will do it.
I know, I'd just be slightly stunned. Be like, is that those beers I've sculled at 10 in the morning? No, it's knocked out.
2 beers deep and you choke on a fucking
I
carton
know.
of peas.
Imagine that was my way to go. At least you get a good clip out of it. Podcaster dies.
That'll
on
be
an
like your
episode.
Tommy Cooper.
Yeah, I
Everyone
mean,
thinks it's a bit you're doing until
but
you
what would
stop
be great,
breathing.
we would get some good views and listens. You know,
Yeah.
that would really bump the podcast.
We get to do the Dave Elliott Memorial Concert
And when I die, who would you get to replace me on the podcast?
on this podcast. Robbie McShane.
Right, okay, but he would have to fly back and all.
It
for
would.
It'd
It
hard
would be
going.
very, very expensive, but worth it.
Yeah,
Worth it.
it'd be a lot of fun. I feel like I'm out of the woods here, But then that's whenever you get a wee bit above yourself, and the next thing you know, you keel over.
I hope so. What other catchphrases can we think of? My favorite, like, because some wrestlers weren't good wrestlers, but they were catchphrase machines.
Yeah. For example, the Road Dogg Jesse James.
100%, he's a great example.
Like
of
he
that.
was a great example. He wasn't the best, but he was entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't know, and he had a great
Man,
voice.
yes, better call somebody. And you're
He-
like, hey, that's a white guy with dreadlocks. I
Yeah.
shouldn't like him.
No, it's
But I
like
did.
Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC. I don't know, only 2 white guys I've seen with dreadlocks to get away with it.
All I know about Chris Kirkpatrick, he's gonna get his ass kicked worse
Yeah.
than them little Limp Bizkit bastards.
Yeah, it's true. That's
all I know
an
about
Eminem
Chris.
song.
That's
he
without
was,
me.
He was the white guy with the dreadlocks in NSYNC.
Right. I don't know any
Yeah.
NSYNC.
But like a lot of people don't like it when white guys get dreads because
No, because it's dirty,
yeah, it's fair.
right? For white people to get dreadlocks, you have to make your hair so like dry. You have to not wash it. You have to grow it out for so long and then dry it out. It's fucking stinking.
Yeah. All right, Nicky Clark over there.
No, it's
Master of
fucking
Hair.
fucking bogging. It's rotten. You
Yeah.
smell.
Oh wow.
You smell and you look like you smell.
Well, there you go.
You smell how you look, which is
Well,
terrible.
was it dreadlocks he had or braids? The Road Dogg.
He did have dreads at one point.
Stinking. But I didn't like him too. Again, back to this whole thing. He was a bit too skinny for me. I like a beefy guy. I like his tag team partner.
I
Mr.
swear to
Ass.
God. I swear to God. You need to stop bringing up Billy Gunn. We spent half an hour.
I
on
know, but I love him. But yeah, he would.
There's
he had
another
good
catchphrase we
slogans.
say who's my favorite ever on the mic. Well,
Is
one
it
of.
Enzo Amore?
It is Enzo.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Realest guys in the room. How you doing?
See, I didn't like him because I thought he
You're-
talked shit.
You're so ugly when you cry, tears run down the back of your head to avoid your face. How you doing?
So what was his catchphrase? Just how you doing? Or I thought that again.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
What does that mean?
You can't teach it.
Why does somebody go back to him and just be like, "What are you even saying?"
That they would just claim these things and be like, you can't teach that. And that's a great line.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just fucking great. You can't teach that.
you know-
There's one time he was on the Stone Cold podcast, and Stone Cold clearly loved it so much that Enzo was trying to have a real serious out
Yeah.
of character interview. He's like, yeah, so I work my ass off to get into the WWE. And you just hear Steve in the background just going, and you can't teach that for like half an hour. And Enzo was like, and my mom died when I was young, and I didn't know my father, and I had to fight up in the streets of Jersey. I had to fight for my life. And you just hear Steve still going, oh, can't teach that.
What? Austin's such a piece of shit, but I love it.
I love him.
And he always pints on his podcast.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, I always drink some.
Does he
Broken
choke
Skull
on some
IPA.
fucking peas as
No,
well?
choking these nuts. Was that a wrestler
I'm pretty
saying,
sure-
or is that just?
No. What a wrestler. The Undertaker came out and would go, you will choke on these nuts.
Can you dig it, sucker? That was another good one.
Yeah.
Booker T.
To be the man, you have to beat the man. Woo! Why does my Ric Flair sound like a deaf man?
You know, me and man, you have to meet them on.
Why does your deaf guy sound like Tim McGarrett?
To be fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no, it's coming again.
I swear I'm gonna hit you.
Oh.
You're like hulking up these peas.
Oh. The fucking Poddington peas getting hugged up the corner. No, we're good. We're good for now.
No, I was a huge fan of Enzo and Big Cass. What do you do? Oh, you can't see me.
I didn't know what that one meant because you could. You know, it's like you're right there. You know, it's like, what are you doing, John? It's ridiculous.
That was when he was in his rapper phase.
Yeah.
Which I had one of also.
But you know what I think is an underrated stage of John Cena's career, and I don't know if he had any catchphrase to go with this. Do you remember just for a while they were like, "Nah, I'm just a full-on Marine now."
Yeah, and he never
Like,
served. It's
no.
because he was in the movie The Marine.
Yeah, but then did he have Marine catchphrases like "Get down and give me 20"?
No.
No,
It would just come out and go, and then weirdly come out and go, I will kill Osama bin Laden.
that was one of the greatest moments
It's fucking
in
strange.
wrestling history.
It's fucking strange.
Yeah, he just walks out after the end of a show, guys. We got him.
He couldn't say they killed Osama bin Laden, so he said the phrase, we have compromised Osama bin Laden to a permanent end. which,
That's a great.
which I said all funerals.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Grandpa's been compromised to a permanent end, but
Just implies nobody sales got him.
yeah, just got him. But I mean, that was like, why did John Cena? Like, I like the idea of what went on backstage there. John Cena's like, I'm going to tell him, and Vince is like, Go on, John. And he's
Don't
like-
say kill. Talk about 9/11.
But he's a smart guy, John Cena. Like he's a very intelligent guy. So for him to go out and on the spot think about saying they've compromised somebody to a permanent end is a tremendous way.
It is the best way to phrase anything.
I mean, if I was a doctor,
I'm
that would be how I would
I'm
bring
afraid
the
your,
news.
your cancer will compromise you to a permanent end.
Does that mean I can get better with treatment? It does not.
In 5 months' time,
Yeah,
you won't see me. Dr. John Cena.
Does that mean I'll get
He's still
better?
got the padlock around his neck.
Like, what's the deal with that? Why do you wear a padlock?
Because he'd be taking off and punch people with it.
Like with the padlock in his hand, right? Yes,
Yep,
that's fair.
Yep.
And did he have any other? What are the other ones? Like Rise Against Hate. Was that his saying, or just a slogan on a T-shirt?
It was a slogan on a T-shirt, and then for some reason Kane took umbrage with that. Was like, "Nah, I love hate."
Of course he did.
Yeah, he was a big fan of
Yeah.
Irish dramas. Kane.
Yeah, just very niche. But I just think it's so
Thank you.
weird that like I got to the point where Cena wouldn't even say his gimmicks anymore. He would just have them printed on a tile. That was so weird.
Here's what I'm selling this week.
Yeah, it's the tile with my slogan
Yeah.
on it.
CM Punk's was good.
What was it?
I am the best in the world at what I do.
No, that was Chris Jericho's.
Punk did it after, and I
Punk
think,
just said I'm the best in the world. Period.
yeah, but he also said it what I do.
Yeah, but I think Chris
And
Jericho's better. I hate
No,
CM
because
Punk.
Jericho has great catchphrases. This is my and
It.
he says them in weird ways.
Yeah.
Never, ever. I'm like, I see why Vince hated.
Be the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jericho now. Earlier in his career, I hated him.
Oh.
I know he was a heel. That was the point.
Yeah.
I could not fucking stand Chris Jericho.
The list. You just made the list.
He's even when he makes fun of people, it's
Uh-huh.
the shittest. And he's great. He is a great wrestler. But
I just love him.
he's not as funny as he thinks he is.
Yeah, but he is. Just
You every time Stephanie McMahon came out, oh, here comes the big booby bitch, and you're like, yeah, she's big tits.
Well, why then in that case, right? Why wasn't there somebody that said that?
Let the boobies hit the floor. He did every fucking week.
But I mean, like someone on her side, be like, "We get it, we get it."
They
She's
did.
got big boobs.
She literally did. She literally at one point was like, we stop talking about.
Oh, what did he say? No,
my tits.
because he did a whole thing about like, didn't he? About like, there's one time he was fighting Rhino or something. He goes, "I want to
That smelly,
disgusting,
dirty, greasy animal. Go get you too, Rhino. That was good.
That was funny. Yeah.
You just made the list as good. Jericho may be the best of catchphrases ever
Yeah.
because he understands the importance of them. If you
Yeah.
get a catchphrase over, you're
But
over.
the list was weird, great, but weird because like, what happened when you made the list? Like, did he ever follow up on the list?
It was meant to be like he just hates you.
Yeah,
However, that had the best ending to the story ever when they had the Festival of Friendship.
yeah, that was great.
And then he just looks at the list of Owens. He's like, why is my name on this list? And then Owens beats the shit
Yeah,
out of him.
that was great.
That was heartbreaking.
Because
And then Goldberg
Chris,
ruined it.
why would a Billboard Gold do?
Just came in, took Owens' title, and then was like, no, we're actually going to go with Lesnar Goldberg for the final.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty sly. But
shit.
Goldberg, like,
There's a good catchphrase.
you're next.
I'm Jewish.
Yeah,
Who's next? Who's Jewish? I'm Jewish.
You know what? I'm surprised they never went fully into that Jewish character. with
His name was
Goldberg.
fucking Goldberg.
Yeah, but they should have made him like a full Hasidic Jew.
Why?
They should have put him in the full gear, the ringlets, the yarmulke. It would just be great to see
Have they ever done that?
Nope, it would just be great to see a really big buff guy dressed in traditional Jewish garb.
I think you're describing Roadkill,
What's Roadkill?
the wrestler Roadkill.
Was he a big Jewish
I think he was Jewish or Amish.
Roadkill? I mean, why is he called Roadkill? What's it got to do with Judaism or Amishism?
I don't know. I don't know the religion. I just know
Roadkill.
Roadkill. It may not have been WWE. Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh no.
that's who you're describing.
That's got to be Amish. And why is he hanging out with Billy
That's
Kidman?
Gaddis.
Like, look, can I tell you a story about Billy Kidman? See, whenever, like, I used to obviously be a big fan of WWE when I was a younger man. Good ditties on him, to be fair. Jericho would call those tits out. He'd be like, you got big tits,
Let the
Roadkill."
boobies hit the floor.
But, whenever I was the PlayStation game for WCW like Nitro or something?
Mayhem, Nitro,
Mayhem, that
Mayhem.
was it. So I got Mayhem as a gift, but obviously I played like watch WWE and whatever. So whenever I got the game, I was playing like in the cruiserweights, and I saw Kidman, and he was just called Kidman, and I was like, is this guy's gimmick like that he's a child man?
Like
And
Shazam?
I just thought he was like Kid Man, so he's a man child. And I used to always play with Kidman.
So it's
and
Eugene's gimmick?
And I just didn't, but he was like disabled guy, but I didn't know that like Billy Kidman was called Billy Kidman. I thought he was Kid Man, and I was gutted when I watched WCW and saw that he was actually Kidman. I was like, fuck that.
Invented the shooting star press.
And what's the shooting star press? The one where Brock Lesnar landed on his head?
Yeah, Billy Kidman invented the shooting star press and arguably did the worst shooting star press.
Who, Kidman?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
just
not
injured.
Kidman?
He injured people with it all the time because he would never. He never knew how
Land
to
on
land
the
it,
knees,
and he
yeah.
would just he would land on his
Yeah,
knees
on them.
on their fucking
But
heads.
you know what though? What's a finisher there to do, mate? Render your opponent permanently compromised.
No, to a permanent end.
Yeah, so that's
Compromise
what,
the permanent.
so that's what he did, and that's how he won matches.
I'm trying to think. Are there any catchphrases you think of they tried to make work?
Well, I mean, there's one that I use in my day-to-day life now that was for a character for a temporary period. Kerwin White's phrase, if it's not white, it's not right. You know, that was always a personal favourite of mine.
Fun
But
thing
again,
about Kerwin
wild,
White, Hispanic.
full Hispanic guy. But I mean, I sometimes you see gimmicks and go, but why? And
I'm
that
Your
was one of those
Pappy
ones.
was a great one.
That was
Eddie Guerrero trying to take Rey Mysterio's son away from him.
Yeah, which is weird because when you see Dominic now, you'd be like, why would you want that piece of shit?
You really don't like him, do you?
Nah, I just don't get why he's there.
Do you know why I genuinely believe Eddie Guerrero was his dad? For only like.
And now that you see him, look at him, the size and look and the hair and all, you're probably like, yeah, he could be his dad still.
But I'm Your Pappy, I still use that.
For who?
Just in general, like if I beat someone in FIFA, don't lick your lips at me. If I beat someone in
It's those peas, the flavour still.
if I beat someone in FIFA, I'm like, I'm your pappy.
But what about his missus?
Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, she was great. A lot of people
Excuse
hate her,
me!
but she was great.
She was a Karen.
Yeah,
That was her gimmick.
but she was great at it.
She was brilliant 'cause she was annoying. How
Yeah.
do you take like a grieving widow and make her the most annoying fucker in the world?
But she was great. Give her excuse me, and her voice was just terrible.
Excuse me.
But she was brilliant. The only thing I didn't like with her was whenever she did the line with Edge. I thought that was a wee bit too far.
Oh, when they were bucking and
Yeah,
stuff.
but he's so gross when he does like dirty bucking like.
Oh, he is.
Like he's like lecherous and stinking.
I'm the rated R superstar.
Well, did he have any catchphrases other than just the rated R superstar? Was the name?
You think you know me?
Oh, that was good. But when he was on the mic, did he say anything other than
Nah.
no?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's true. That was a great one. Kurt Angle.
It's damn true.
Kurt Angle was great on the mic.
Attitude Era is peak catchphrases.
Yeah, because again, that's probably selling all the shirts, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, now you've said that. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Suck it. Are you ready?
Um,
DX were just a fucking machine of
did the
catchphrases.
corporation have anyone? Here Comes the Money with Shane McMahon's, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't a catchphrase.
He would, but he should have done that. He should have had a money.
And Here Comes
gun.
the Money didn't come till way later.
You think so? I thought it was.
No, I
during-
know so.
Yeah, all right. All right. Nerd. I thought it was like during the Attitude Era. He had the money, 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 money.
He used No Chance in Hell for a long time.
Yeah. But 'cause that wouldn't Vince have said that? He goes, "You've got no chance in hell."
Yeah, he
didn't
would.
Yeah.
He physically said that, or "You're fired."
Which was great when he
Or
did
he used
that.
to always talk about his balls.
Well, what did he used to say about
The
his
big
balls?
corporate grapefruits.
And he said he was the genetic jackhammer.
Yeah, that's when he was fucking a lot.
Yeah. Didn't he go through a period of where just all the divas had to he would just be insinuated that for them to get anywhere?
Yeah,
just
and
suck
that's
Vince.
kind of why he's not in the company now.
Why is that?
Because it was like he was literally
Oh,
bucking
Vince.
divas and then going to Johnny Laurinaitis. Hey, do you want to finish that?
Wow. I mean, that is disrespectful.
Yeah.
And why and that's how he left, isn't it, with the whole
Yes.
payoffs?
Yes.
But there was a few of those going on.
Yeah, there's loads.
Vince.
I think it ended up being about 12 million.
And fair play.
Which, to be fair, it is his money. He can
You
spend
know,
it how he
yeah.
wants.
But fair play, the fact that at that age you can still get a Johnny Hart on,
Yeah, he just strikes me as a guy who would like work 24/7, then just be like, I want to fuck someone now.
I mean, is that how you finish your working day?
Yeah.
Usually when I finish my working day, it's like I need to go to bed and cry.
Well, I can't because no one's bought me a strap-on, so I can't do what I want. But
So what? So if someone bought you a strap on, what's the first move you're gonna go for? Like, are you gonna put it on?
wait a minute, what, choke slammer? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Like, what would you like? You get given a strap on. What do you do with it before the listeners?
Pin
send you
it to
one?
the wall and just hang my coat on it.
Pin it to the wall and throw my dude on it. Like our starts.
Catch me throwing it back.
I mean, that'd be impressive glue to be able to hold a full man's weight on a strap on.
Right, no, it's just like, wait a minute, I'm not like, what do you mean a full man's weight? No one's like, it's not up on the wall and I climb up on it. I just hang from it like a fucking moose head. What are you talking about?
I mean, that'd be great if you're a hunter and you just had a guy just impale on your wall by his arse. You're like, yeah, something for later.
I caught him.
Yeah. Where'd you get him? Union Street.
Yeah. Being worse if there's a wee button underneath, you press it, and then I just go like, once upon a time in the water. Wee belly bass.
I mean, I would like to see that. Billy busted ass. Billy Big Mouth.
Mr. Bass.
I'm a bass man. Oh, man.
I love to catch him. I like to snatch him.
Oh, no, because I'm not going to start on
I would
Billy
never
Big.
lie to you. I like to thrash.
But speaking of asses, you're a man that loves an ass. And if you were a
I
wrestler,
can't stress you enough. This is a wrestling
I know.
podcast. This is not an arse podcast. No matter how much you want it to be, it is not a podcast about arses.
I mean, listen, we can just bring it back that every week. But what I want to know is if you were a wrestler, right, what would your gimmick be and what would your catchphrase be?
I've told you about my idea of being a wrestling boogie before.
Uh-huh. Okay. What would your name be?
The accumulator.
What a shit name. You should be called like Aka or something. Like John.
Yeah, yeah.
Aka.
Aka, everyone just knows me as Aka, and I'm a
Yeah.
Scouse guy.
All right, mate.
Aka.
Oh, that'd be gross. And you come in and you, what do you say?
What my catchphrase is?
Yeah. Like,
You you want a bet?
yeah, want to bet.
Wanna
yeah.
bet.
And yeah, but you'd have to like say,
Want a bet?
somebody who owns that catchphrase
Wanna
or one of
bet,
the
cunt?
bookies, you know? You could be like, I'm not paying out today.
I'm
And
Welsh
so-
now.
Yeah, I'm not paying out today.
You're not paying out
You're
today.
not getting any money today. Yeah.
You owe me 50 quid, you bastard.
Yeah. And they just throw, that would be great. Instead of thumbtacks, you just throw out all those wee pens in the ring, slam them on it. Oh my God. A hardcore bookie match.
So I'm in the ring, the lights go out, come back on, there's just a bitchy receptionist from a bookies at ringside.
Oh, and then you end up being like chased down by another wrestler trying to get to you, but you get yourself in like a wee bookie booth and they can't get to you. He's like, I'm sorry. And then he breaks into the booth. That'd be great.
What about you?
Ooh, I'd maybe be like, because of my look and my style, I think I could probably look like one of those pedophile hunters. So I could just be dressed like a pedo hunter.
So you're gonna feud with Jerry Lawler for 5
Yes, I
years?
just go and just Jerry Lawler. Yeah, just go after
He's
him.
the one guy I'm not afraid of like ever kicking off that you call him a nonce because I just don't think he wants to get in trouble for it again.
Why do you think he's just happy to brush the nonsense under the carpet?
It's a weird that everyone does just ignore it.
What is it? I don't really know, but you see, it shows you
He's
how
been
little I know.
on trial for it before, like, and it's kind of known. Like even JR's like King likes him young.
Oh wow. Well, I mean that's weird.
So he's one when he'll die, it'll really come out all the shit he's done. Like
I just get it out now. The fuck. What are they waiting on? Like, why wait till he dies? Bring it out now, Jerry. We'll get Jerry Lawler if you're listening. Come on the podcast and clear your name. Willie's throwing some accusations here, and I want to know.
not me. I'm just reading from court documents. Like,
All right, okay.
you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. What
Puppies, haha.
should he?
He's
come
not
in?
Mickey Mouse. What am I doing?
Oh, puppies, go
Oh, Jerry the King Lawler. Oh, I'm the King of Memphis.
And
I know Andy Kaufman. Oh.
all right, okay. Speaking of questions, should we get on to them?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a few and I'll do a few? We'll go head to head.
All right. Okay.
Listen, guys, we'll put it on our social media if you want to ask questions. Going forward, so keep a wee eye out on Willie's social media, my social media. When you see the Are You Ready logo thrown up there like a Batman, you'll know to ask some questions.
Do you want to go first?
Yes, I'll go first, actually. Let me see.
Remember, there's listeners at this point.
I'm going to say, sorry. Amy has asked the question, are you disappointed, Dave, to have daughters that you can't wrestle with them? I would say no, because I can wrestle with my daughters. I do wrestle with my daughters. I do a thing with Holly called throwing up high, which is basically she likes to do that before she hops in the bath, where I like throw her up onto the bed. Essentially, just give her the last ride 7 times on the bed before she goes in the bath, and it's therapeutic for me, you know. And that's it. And what is wrong with your face? Look at that face. What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
You can't say those sentences back to back and not expect me to laugh.
Oh no, sorry. See, this is the guy who doesn't have kids.
You just went to throw up in the bed and give it the last round 7 times, and you expect me not to giggle at that?
Right, okay. Sorry. Okay, I get you. Dirty bastard.
Please show how restrained I was there, child. Like,
You looked like you were about to burst. But speaking of which, you've seen this video of a guy.
Speaking of what?
A dad. Speaking of riding kids. There's a video of Jerry Lawler. No, this a video of a dad that's doing the rounds on Twitter, and he's fighting his kid. Have you seen this?
yeah,
I mean,
that is not. I mean,
Oh, no.
that was a solid kick to the bollocks.
oh,
Good
DDT.
DDT.
The dad, to be
Is that
fair
the
to
Milky
him,
Bar kid?
the boy.
Yeah.
And why is he fighting Brian Knobs from the Nasty Boys? Oh no, the
I
dad-
thought that was actual Rose now.
Look at the dad's face.
He's
He's
like
not
Lesnar.
healthy. Oh no, it's kid. Don't do that. Oh god damn it! Don't do it! Ah! A swanton bomb.
Kid can work.
Oh no, he's gonna pin him, is he?
How funny it would be if he kicked out.
I know he should. He should kick out and then put him in the.
I was only a 2 cunt.
I know what's he doing now? More moves. How long is this
No,
video?
it's-
Oh, it's
it's
back
on-
to start. Shit, I thought he's.
Can you just play that kick to the bollocks for me? Because I think that's a shoot kick to the bollocks.
But what I like about this is clearly Mummy is like.
That's a full boot to the balls.
Here you
Look at
go. Shattered
Bang.
dreams. But see, I don't know if it's like wrestling theatrics there. I don't know if he's hitting the balls or the bag. I think he just caught him on his belly.
Everyone
big.
thinks it's cute. A dad wrestling with his son. Plot twist.
Yeah.
It's not his kid.
I know.
He is really. He's kicking the fuck out.
But
of
also,
his
I'm going to
man.
say that Daz shouldn't have that haircut. Why has he got a mullet at that age?
That dad shouldn't be bright red after taking a single DDT
No, he
from a
doesn't.
4-year-old.
He doesn't look well. And the kid, like,
Imagine
here's-
having a heart attack and your kid does a somersault on you.
and he's like, he should kick out. See that wee bucket in the corner? He should just fucking throw the kid in the bucket, and then get the kendo stick out and lay smack
Look,
on him.
is that? He looks like Paul Smith from this angle.
Can we zoom in on his face? Like, that's a very. That man's
I
blood
think
pressure's
this man's
not
went into
good.
cardiac arrest.
Yeah, he's definitely not looking well there. Like, he should not be that red after. Can we go to the start of the video one more time just to see the colour of the dad's face right at the beginning, please?
This-
Oh no, it's still pretty.
This could have
rouge.
been a 30-minute classic.
Yeah, because I thought as soon as he got kicked in the bag, look, boom, oh, that's all the blood rushed to the head.
That's made me laugh almost as much as the picture of Winnie the Pooh as the Chinese president.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too.
That really got me.
Oh no, but that was a lot of. Would you like to have kids to wrestle with? Would you be like Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy's dad?
Phrase these things better.
No,
man.
to wrestle your kids? No.
I would. If I had children, I would play wrestling with them, yeah.
Yeah. What moves would you do to them?
I would definitely be the powerhouse.
Right. Okay.
So, they're getting choke slammed,
Okay.
speared, clotheslined, power bombed.
But you're a big CM Punk fan, are you?
Yeah.
You should do those sort of moves, like chokeholds, GTSs. I should actually do the go to sleep to my 4-year-old and she won't go to bed. Be like, fuck off, bam.
Is that Holly?
Yeah.
Is she the one that stays up? I thought
She-
be Matilda.
No, the wee one, she loves her sleep. She's legend. She's like, right, I'm off here. She
I
actually
thought
said,
she
"Yeah,
was
I'm
the
going to bed."
hyper one.
They're both hyper, but Matilda knows when it's bedtime. Like, Holly just wants to come up. And like, what did she say to me the other day? It was, last night, right? I went up to her room to check on her because she'd been being a wee bit of a bad girl. She's being pretty fucking cheeky. I got sent to bed rather than put to bed. And I went up just to make sure she was all right. And she was lying there. And I sort of hopped onto the bed beside her. I was like, listen, you feeling better now? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I'm sorry for being bad. I'm like, you should be sorry for being bad. And I said, listen, obviously Mummy and Daddy don't want to tell you off. We don't want to have to put you to bed. And she went, no, I'm sorry. I understand. But can I tell you something? And I went, yeah. She goes, your breath smells pretty bad. And I was like, all right, fuck's sake.
You're sitting there with a sour chive.
Yeah, I
peas.
just peas in my mouth flat out. But
You
it
would
was
do
just-
that after you put them to bed. You come in and explain to them why they're put to bed.
Sometimes, yeah. Well, because she was a bit worked up about it. She was being like totally out of order.
My
But
parents would just leave me in
but
it.
I
They
don't
would
want-
lock the room and leave me in it.
But I
until
don't want
the
her
next
to go
morning.
to sleep feeling all sad and worked up, So I want to like clear the air with her. I'd be the same now, even with Catherine. If we have an argument, I don't like going to sleep in an argument. And people are like, oh, is that because you like to resolve arguments? Are you a nice person? It's more like I worry I might die in my sleep of a heart attack every night, so I just don't want to die
See,
on a
that's
bad
what
note.
I like that.
You know?
That's what I'm like. You know, the last thing you ever said to me was
Yeah.
nasty, and you have to live with
Yeah.
it. I love that.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
love
fair.
sleeping in there. I love waking up and being like, oh fuck yeah, I'm angry.
Yeah, like, well, that was quite funny too. Speaking of going to sleep, last night, whenever Holly sometimes will come into our room at night, if it's cold, especially, obviously during the cost of living crisis, she's just flat out in her bed now because it's freezing. But she came into the bed last night, and like Oscar Pistorius, Catherine didn't know she was in the bed, so Catherine had got up to go to the toilet, and then Holly and Catherine walked
Holly's
in the room.
legs fell out.
I sent Holly back to her bed, but Catherine didn't know Holly was awake, so Catherine walked in the dead of night, and Holly just like a wee ghost from Poltergeist or something. Catherine here shit herself.
What was she doing? Just standing there?
Yeah, because she didn't know she was there, so she just walked into her in the dark, and she's like, "Ah!" Holly's like, "Mummy, you're in my way," and it's just really funny. And your breath smells. Bye. Cheeky wee bitch, like.
You're in my way. Goodbye.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite ever storyline in wrestling?
Ooh, favorite ever storyline.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Is there anything that springs to mind for you when I think about one? Because there are a lot of like very good storylines. You know what? Probably Ric Flair's retiring with Shawn Michaels was a great storyline, well wrapped up.
That was good.
Oh,
Yeller.
But he's like, I will never retire. Was
3 weeks later, he's fucking doing
Retired.
elbow drops in his jacket in
Yeah,
TNA.
yeah, that was pretty disrespectful.
Did you watch his last match ever?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Fuck off.
You know, it wasn't bad.
It's fucking awful.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was terrible.
I thought Andrade did a good job, and I think
Flair pretending to have a heart attack and all
that was vintage Ric Flair.
That's mental.
That was brilliant.
In front of his wife and kids, he's going,
No.
no, stop, bang.
Thumb to the eye, vintage Flair, like the dirtiest player in the game. You know, works.
Awful.
But no, like
Daniel
good-
Bryan,
Oh,
the WrestleMania 30.
Yeah,
You don't even like Daniel Bryan.
I would have liked him to have lost.
Fuck
That would have been
off.
brilliant to have lost. Imagine the hate. Triple H beats him.
Oh, you wanted Triple H to beat him, not even get into the main event?
Yeah.
No, I think it was done so well because they teased it amazingly.
Uh-huh.
Like him losing all night. Even in the main event, that's one of my favourite main events
Yeah.
ever. That's great.
Well, I would say, in fact, now I think about like twists in main event matches that I think were brilliant. Was when Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank.
Fantastic, because nobody wanted that match.
Or expected it
No.
to happen in that.
But didn't even know you could do it.
Yeah, but the same thing with cashing in Money in the Bank was when Edge did it after John Cena won the Elimination Chamber. Nobody wanted him to win. He was like, you know, at the time when everyone hated Cena, and I hated him at the time, I was like, "Fuck, it's so boring." And then Edge did the Money in the Bank. Great twist.
Do you remember
I like a plot twist.
the Elimination Chamber? Edge got eliminated from, he was defending his title in one. No, the way they used to have two in one
Yeah.
night. And he was defending his title in one.
Uh-huh.
And then he got eliminated straight
Yeah.
away. And then came out during the second one.
And attack Kofi Kingston.
Hit Kofi
Yeah.
Kingston mid chair and then won the second one.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
See, that's because I think whenever you do characters totally as you should, like
It
he's-
makes sense that
yeah,
he would do that.
He's the dirtiest guy.
Yeah.
Whereas that's why, like, whenever I spoke on a previous episode about Bray Wyatt, I was like, I'd like to see them follow through with something with him. You know what I mean? Like to an end.
This is why I'm excited for him coming back.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
I tell you one
if they
thing.
give him a story.
His new music is absolutely killer.
Oh, it's fantastic,
Tremendous, yeah, really, really
isn't it? He
good.
hasn't had a bad song.
No,
Catch him,
but it was just a bit
flies
slow. I like something a bit.
with his mouth.
And then if he should tag with Billy Gunn and combine the both, catch the
Can-
flies with his ass.
I swear, you're obsessed.
What about you? Any of his stories that still stand out? Just Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan one's a
Yeah.
great one's a very.
I tell
very
you
good
what,
one.
and I know I don't like him. CM Punk when he won the title in Chicago off John Cena. and
That was
left,
great.
That was a great storyline.
Do I have your
attention?
attention now?
That was good. The Festival of Friendship you mentioned earlier.
That was a good one,
That
but
was a
I
good
didn't
one
like
too.
the ending.
Yeah,
The Shawn Michaels Undertaker one.
with the retirement. Was
Yeah,
that?
it has placebos. Fucking, if I only could, I make a deal with God. Has that little segment where Triple H is like, "You're gonna throw all this away. You're gonna throw DX away."
Yeah.
And he's like 45 carrying glow sticks. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna throw all this away.
I tell you what, Triple H was the master of mind games. Though he was involved in some great stories
Batista was a great one.
with Triple H.
Yeah.
Give me what I want.
Not that one. That's
Give me what I want.
Where he's just carrying a broken Ric Flair.
Give me what I want.
You know what I want.
Yeah.
Give me what I want.
And they're like, I think at the time he had forgot what he's supposed to say, and he just kept screaming, "Give me what I want."
And Triple H is like, "Okay, David, give me what I want."
He's like, well, what do you
Give me what I want.
Do you want a match?
Give me
with
what I want. We did like that was that segment was a fucking train wreck.
I was like, all right, but that was a lot of fun.
Kane taking his mask off was great.
Yeah, but
Tapered
again,
off, but it was
yeah.
great. Where he sets fire to JR. You ever seen that?
Yeah, and Jay was just well.
Ah!
I liked whenever Kane debuted. Actually, that whole story of the Undertaker was scary.
Yeah.
But then they fuck stories too. Like I like the higher power thing, and I like the whole who's running the ministry. It was me, Austin. I was like,
it
oh,
was
for
dog.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was shit.
Have someone else
do that. That wasn't good.
Disappointing.
When Goldust was going to be a paedophile, that was funny.
Yeah, what's he called? Not Black Rain?
7.
I mean,
Black Rain was his TNA.
he was Black Rain too, though, wasn't he?
No, that annoys me. Sometimes I forget what my pin code is, but I know what Mankind's rat is called.
Yeah.
Like, I know too much weird shit.
Oh, here's a good question from Dara.
O'Brien?
Yes. Is there anyone on the roster now that needs a big push?
MJF for AEW.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to. He'll end up WWE.
He's
one day.
great shoot.
Yeah.
AEW's fallen off for me. I'm not a big fan of it at the moment.
No. Who's your favourite in AEW? Is there
MJF.
MJF? He is the best, but I do feel it is going a wee bit, and I think that's because everyone just does their own.
Yeah.
There's no writers; they just make it up themselves. There's not really that much continuity to it.
Who needs a big push? Who would you say? While I think
At the minute, I don't know. There's nobody that I think on the roster at the minute that needs a big push that
But isn't getting one.
Isn't getting one. You know, I think everyone's sort of in their place to an extent.
I kind of agree. It's one of the few times I'm like,
Because they're really pushing factions at the minute. You know, I think what
that's
they're
actually
doing
one of the. Someone asked the question of, do you think there's too many? Like there's so many groups. Every match is ending with like some chicanery or fuckery.
Yeah, but I like to see it. Like obviously the bloodline
Factions
are great.
make sense to me.
Yeah, and I think it gives point to some people that are pointless. You know what I mean? Well, I think like again, the only one I don't like, Sami Zayn and the bloodline's a bit weird.
That's hilarious.
You know, but
I love Sami Zayn.
I just don't like it. For me.
Me and you have such different tastes.
But this is the beauty of wrestling, isn't it?
Yeah, we have
like I
different
love
tastes.
the bloodline. I love that they're all Samoan, and I love that I just like that. I like Solo Sikoa.
See, I hate them.
He's good. You hate the Samoans?
Yeah,
Why?
They annoy me.
And the Usos.
Every
are
match
great.
ends the same. It pisses me off.
Yeah, but there'll come a point where they get got.
I also don't know why Roman Reigns is wearing a splint.
Yeah.
He doesn't have cerebral palsy. That's my thing.
Yeah. Would you, if I bought you a Roman Reigns branded splint, would you
I
wear it?
already have one. Not a Roman Reigns one, but I have a splint like
But
that.
why don't you jack yourself up like Roman Reigns does? And then knock people out with your re-splint.
'Cause that's common assault.
Speaking of splints, did you support Lex Luger when he had the like plate put in his arm? He used to wear a splint, and then he got a metal plate put in his
What do you
arm.
mean, did I support him?
And that was because you
I donate this GoFundMe?
no, because you were wear a splint, and
Yeah.
you would like a guy that's fighting your battle.
That would kind of be my gimmick in wrestling. I'd have a loaded splint.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be
Loaded
a
with
man-
what?
Like a metal bar, but
I
a
like that.
solid metal. But it's like,
Knock people flat out.
yeah, and you can't take it off me because that's discrimination.
Yeah.
And I'd be a manager, so like the guys on the ropes, my guys
You would
distract
be
the
like-
ref. I'm like,
Do you remember who was it? Whenever Austin did the beer truck incident and soaked everybody, was it Vince? It made it look like he was swimming in the beer, and he was like, you'd be like that with splint off, but someone would have you by the bottom of the trousers, and then you would get yours, and people would love that.
do you want me to break your heart with that a
Yeah.
little bit? It's not real beer.
What?
It's not real beer.
What was it?
It's like really, it's like a tiny bit of beer.
Mate,
mainly
prove it.
water.
You've no way to prove it.
There's Kurt Angle interview where he talks about it. And he goes,
Kurt
'cause-
Angle talks shy because he used real milk.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. He goes,
The
they
beer
didn't
bath.
use real beer, but they couldn't get that consistency with water, so they had to use real milk, and it fucking stunk the stadium out.
Best Royal Rumble moment.
It's a real niche one,
Okay.
real niche one, but knowing the backstory to it's fucking hilarious. So there was a guy who'd won Tough Enough, Daniel Pewter,
Yes.
who had pissed off everybody backstage. And there's a moment where the three guys in the ring are Hardcore Holly,
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero,
Uh-huh.
and Christopher Benoit.
Right, okay.
Three guys known
Voldemort.
for hazing rookies. So they would beat the shit out of rookies
Yeah.
for the crack. And there's just 5 minutes in the Rumble where it's generally just 3 dudes assaulting a guy.
So did he come in? Pewter? While
Pewter
they're
comes in,
already
yeah, Pewter comes in, and Angle and Guerrero and Benoit are beating him up.
Uh-huh.
And then Hardcore Holly comes in. And it's such a wee niche in joke because
Yeah.
the crowd don't really know the backstory yet. The internet's not that
Yeah.
big. But all the commentators are like, oh, here comes Bob Holly. He hates rookies. And Bob
Yeah.
Holly sitting there like,
But he was just a nasty guy, wasn't
He's annoying, Bob Holly.
Yeah.
If you're saying real lives, like I could have beat him in a real fight, and you're like, fuck up.
Yeah.
You were shit.
Was he shit?
He was all right. He was all right.
He was good as Thurman Sparky Plug, mate.
Fuck up.
Spark Plug. Great
off.
name.
Crash Holly, was better.
Yeah, so was Molly Holly, Mighty Molly.
Oh, I love Molly Holly.
Yeah. She was actually great.
She's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
She was just at a time where women wrestling was like, if you're not going to get your arse out, we're
Yeah.
not interested.
And that was Vince, really, wasn't it?
I think it was everyone. JR's really bad for that. You ever seen JR's Twitter?
I've heard about this recently because didn't his wife die and he's just become a real perv?
He's just on there like friends photos with their daughters being like, what a beautiful young lady. And you're like, JR, stop telling people when you're beating off.
Oh, man.
He's literally sharing OnlyFans links and all, being like, some great content here for you folks. And like, JR, I don't need to know when you're wanking. I don't need to know that.
Oh, God love him. Rest in peace, his wife. Any other questions?
Rest in peace, Christopher Reeve.
Oh,
Rest
fuck.
in peace,
I was wondering
Mrs.
what you were
JR.
going to say there. I thought you were going to mention another person who pays rookies.
Demolition versus the Hart Foundation, best tag match ever. It is a very good
Yeah.
one.
Demolition, actually.
Best
smashed.
ever though? No.
The Hart Foundation were great too, as Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I like Jim the Anvil Neidhart because he was a chunky guy
I liked him because he
body
was
hair.
fucking mental.
in real life. He
Yeah.
loved the sauce, didn't he?
He loved the sauce and he loved the sniff.
Oh, the coke, did he?
Oh,
The old
horrendous
white
for it.
snowman, like.
He didn't trust banks. So
He did gear. Tell you what, I'm not fucking having the. Oh, it's better.
he would carry around tens of grands just on him.
Nice. Didn't he wear a bum bag?
He
all the
wore a
time?
bum bag and it was full of like his life savings.
That's gangster, to be fair. Kicking about, wearing pink, wearing a bum bag,
And
10
there was-
grand in it.
One time he was arrested with a load of coke on him.
Mm-hmm.
And they found all this money on him, so they were like, "Right, you're clearly a coke
dealer.
dealer who has 60 grand on them." But then they went to arrest him. They just ended up beating the fuck out of a load of police. It took a lot to restrain him.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, but Bret Hart was waiting, like they were waiting for him in a match. They're like, "Where is he?" And then they got the phone call. He's like, "He's in jail,"
Yeah. Oh.
and
the
he would do that a lot.
Yeah, and the hitman was just. Was he a good guy or did he have his Russians of the law? as
He was a
well?
good guy. He just cheated on his wife loads, but that's.
He was sexy though, wasn't he? He would have had a lot of temptation on the road being that.
He
hot.
was, but he's a boring cunt, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
great
you know-
match, Brett. Oh, everything is dark in my soul. All right, Brett, good talking to you,
Yeah.
mate.
Oh, and the Bulldog, he was his brother-in-law, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What happened to him? Was he a drug drinker guy as well?
Big drinker, big partier, but he died. Do you know how he died? So
Heartburst?
heartburst? Is that not sweet?
No, it's Starburst, mate.
No, he overdosed on painkillers, but why he needed the painkillers so
Because he
bad?
was sore.
He was sore. So what happened in WCW? And it all circles back, by the way. This is a great way to end this. It all circles back to this shit. The Ultimate Warrior,
Legend.
that bastard, came back to WCW. And they were doing this thing.
Was he the warrior then, or just the warrior?
He was the Warrior, he was called,
Right,
yeah.
okay. Just that's a big demotion from him, isn't
Yeah.
it? From being the ultimate warrior to just be
yeah.
straight up warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would just appear in the ring. So to make this possible, there's a little hatch in the ring, little door that you come up from. Now, because WCW was such an organized shit show,
Yeah.
didn't have anything planned. They didn't fucking tell the wrestlers there is a metal door in the middle of this ring, and so many people got injured because they were getting slammed on top of a metal door. What happened to British Bulldog was he took a body slam directly onto the handle of the door, crushed discs in his spine, and he couldn't walk for it. Near paralyzed him, and then he was just hooked on painkillers ever since.
Well, that's
All because of this fucking nonsense. I hate this guy.
Yeah.
Can we do an episode where I just talk about how much I hate the Ultimate Warrior?
I'll talk about how much I love the
Because
Ultimate
I
Warrior.
hate him. He wasn't a good wrestler. His promos didn't make a fucking lick of sense.
Well, you've changed your tune. That was the WWE's fault, not his. Hey.
No, he
You
insisted.
used that chestnut with Bray Wyatt. So.
He insisted on his. He's fucking terrible. I hate the Ultimate Warrior. He's probably my least favorite wrestler. I'd ultimately say worst wrestler ever because he was successful, and I don't fucking get why.
Because look at him, he looks like he's a child's dream. If you tell me you're a little boy.
Is that what you were dreaming about as an 8-year-old boy?
Yes. And I had a cuddly toy of him as well. Like it was like, you know, the wee wrestler shaped toys
Yeah.
of him, and I used to wrestle with him, and when I got older, fuck him and stuff, and it was great. I'm joking, that didn't. But yeah, I used to love
That's
the
the only
Warrior.
good match he had.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. That's the,
Hulk Hogan.
how do you have that signed, by the way?
I just actually did a gig with Hogan once, and he gave it to me.
No, you
as a
didn't.
gift, yeah, back in Tampa in
No,
2013.
no,
yeah.
you
I
didn't.
did.
Where did you?
FNT. So we were over just.
Where
doing
did
some-
FNT gig with Hulk Hogan?
It was like, I know it was like in some sort of like wee theater place just outside.
Was he a big
Orlando.
Nordy Shore fan? Was
No,
he?
he was just doing a thing, and he needed a warm up, and we were there. And just
Fuck
did
off!
it,
No,
so-
he didn't.
Yeah.
And he got all 12 of you.
No, it was only 3 of us. Actually, me, Tom, and Jordan were the only 3 that went. At that stage, and that was it. Yeah.
And what was the show?
It was just us doing wee sketches and stuff, and then Hulk Hogan went and did like a speaking word
Did
show.
it go well?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got that out of it. The signed Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. Picture.
You're lying to me.
I don't think so.
I don't believe you.
Why? What's up to you, mate? If you want to be,
I don't believe that FNT did warm up for Hulk Hogan in Florida.
well,
Where did you
stranger
actually?
things-
Where'd you
stranger things
actually?
happened.
Where'd you actually get it?
Florida. Hulk Hogan.
Where'd you get it?
It was called Live in Concert, Brother. Was the name of the show? Google it. Hulk Hogan Orlando Live in Concert, Brother, and you'll see.
If I'm wrong, if I find this isn't real, I'm taking the photo.
What's real like? It's signed by Hulk Hogan. The Ultimate Warrior.
No, I mean if I find out what you've been telling me isn't real, I'm taking the photo.
Well, you know, what do you guys think about truth or spoof?
All of
What's
God's
going
the
on?
Jonas Brothers, mate. So
Oh well, maybe it was before the internet.
Shut up.
2013.
Shut
up.
you ever hear Hulk Hogan's album?
No, is it rap?
No, that's Randy Savage's,
Ooh,
which has a diss track to Hulk Hogan in it. But he has a song about a fan who died. It's called Hulkster in Heaven. It's fucking amazing.
What's he do?
I seen it on the news. I saw it on TV. I'll never see your face when I wrestle at Wembley.
Is he an English guy?
You were my friend. There goes another Hulkamaniac.
Oh my god, I don't believe that's true, is it?
I can play it for you.
Unbelievable.
Once this ends, I'll
Once,
play.
yeah, please
I'll
do.
play you Hulkster in
Oh.
Heaven.
Guys, you know what? I think that's a great point to end the podcast because I need to see this. I need to see it immediately. Guys, listen, thank you for listening to the Are You Ready podcast. If you've enjoyed it, share it out there. Tell people about it. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And please Google, what's this called? Hulkamaniacs in Heaven?
Hulkster in Heaven.
Hulkster in Heaven. I've been Dave Elliott. He's been William Thompson. See you soon.